Well, I think many dads out there have got a new hero on the internet. A particular dad who had his kids talking to him a lot about getting a dog. Dad, we want a dog. Dad, we need a dog. Dad, wouldn't a dog be so good in this family? A lot of us have had that conversation. I've had that conversation with my kids. I think, Dom, you've had that conversation with your kids. And it's something that a lot of families go through about getting a dog. We're going to talk today about, I think he might be your hero as well.
He's my absolute dead set hero. Forget all the other things going on at the moment. Story of the week for me, he's written a contract.
He has written a contract for his kids.
And it is one of the great family contracts of all time.
Let's just have a look at this. Bring it up on the screen. You may not be able to read it in its entirety, but we'll leave it there for a bit while we talk about it. This is the contract that he wrote for his kids. A few of the highlights from it. In the contract it says Dad never has to pick up the poop, ever. It also says that the dog's poop is picked up at least 3 times a week by children to Dad's satisfaction. It also says that all parties agree that the dog is a dog. I love that one. My daughters are continually talking about their brother, the dog, and I go, no, he's a dog.
Exactly.
He's a dog. He's a dog and we like him, but he's a dog.
If he was your brother, I would be worried.
So also the contract goes on to talk about if there is a picture of the dog on a family Christmas card, it should be merely incidental, i.e. the dog will not be the primary subject of the photo. And also one that I love as well, all parties agree that the dog is primarily the kid's responsibility for its entire life. This contract is legendary.
Yeah, it really is. Dad also has unrestricted veto power over the dog's name. Very important, very important. But it's true, because what the father's done here, right? I know, there's some hideous names out there. He's got foresight, okay? He understands that there is going to be an early rush, an early onset of love for this creature. Everything's going to be exciting, and then normality will set in after a few months or however long it takes. And you got this pet for a good number of years, all things being equal. And so what's going to happen is after a while, kids, as kids do, they lose interest in these sorts of things. So what he's doing is he's safeguarding and he's ensuring, because if he just said plain out no or plain out yes, then they're going to do what they're going to do. But this is actually spelling it out for them, what should happen, what their responsibilities are if they indeed want to go down this particular road. I see they've all signed it, so they must accept the terms and clauses in the contract.
I like this one. It kind of goes hand in hand with the dog's responsibility. The kids promise to never fall out of love with the dog or get bored with it. It's a classic one. My daughters sometimes go, oh, I'd love to have a kitten, da-da-da-da-da. And I go, okay, go and do the dog poo. And they go, oh, and I go, well, as soon as you start looking after this one without complaining, then we'll talk about something else.
Absolutely.
Now, there was a follow-up to this, and the good news is there was a post put up by the dad. The dad remains unidentified, but there was a post put up by the dad, and he said this, quote, "We've got a 3-year-old white fluffy mutt from a shelter that weighs 15 pounds. The weight was mentioned in the contract. Was already house trained and doesn't shed or drool. We named him Kershaw, veto power not exercised. Everyone, including Dad, adores the dog, which has been a fantastic addition to, though not a member of, our family."
Even his statement after the fact is quite litigious, isn't it? But Kershaw's a good name too. I wouldn't have exercised the power of veto over Kershaw either. I can relate to this. My wife rings me up from a pet store one day and says, got this dog here. Seriously, thick end of $1,000 for this thing, right? Whoa. One of those little handbag dogs, right? Fluffy Jack or something it's called. She said, oh, what do you think? Oh, I know you love it. It would be a lovely addition to the family. I don't think we're in a position though to be able to do that at this stage. 10 minutes later, of course, she comes in with the godforsaken animal, which is still lingering around.
And did you have to hand your man card in after that happened?
When I took it for a walk with a pink lead, yes, Pat.